It's almost like, these days you really have to just be careful on the internet because you never know what's real.
Oh, good one.
Very
Tim is
well
on
done,
fire
sir.
today.
Most triumphant.
See, when Scott's here, Tim is really on point with these segues. I like it.
No, I think we just got to do this at night after I'm just had a full day in front of me.
I mean, they basically launched it in the run up to the election, hopefully so that anything that does come out, they can run it against. But there will be an arms race, and the people doing the deep fakes will adjust and respond. And this stuff is weaponizable and useful to organizations.
For those of you listening, sorry, I pulled up an article, so I kind of jumped the gun here.
Yeah.
Ben,
Tim,
what is this?
Go ahead and launch into this, Tim.
No, Ben, this is your article. Why don't you get in there?
Okay, well...
when everybody in Discord drink, because Ben said launch.
What was that, launch? This has been a drinking game for those guys not... Okay, Microsoft launches a deepfake detector tool ahead of the U.S. election. So deepfakes are kind of a big problem now, right? Where you can make a video of a person saying or doing essentially anything that you want them to. And with the new U.S. election coming up, lots of opportunity here for videos to be created of candidates, saying or doing things that weren't real. And so it's a really big problem on how to identify and all that. So Microsoft has a tool here. They're calling it the Video Authenticator. And I like this. It provides what Microsoft calls a percentage chance or confidence score that the media has been artificially manipulated. It reminds me when Elon was talking about feature complete for full self-driving, and then later he defined what that meant. He said, it just means it has a greater than 0% chance of working. I'm like, okay, great.
So in other words, the squirrel with its own steering wheel and brakes is basically full self-driving because it has a greater than 0% chance of working.
Correct. Feature complete. Yeah, my toddler driving my car. So I don't know.
Squirrel.
I'm really curious your thoughts, Scott, as someone that's worked in tech for a long time and I don't know if you've got deep into the machine learning, computer vision space yet, but...
Yeah, I mean, I deal with a lot of this stuff, and I can totally see they're actually talking about detecting blending boundaries. And you basically, where they're trying to stitch together, they're trying to find a way to detect that. And I think what they're just doing is they're using like a deep neural net that looks for features that are characteristic. I think what they've done is they've shown it a bunch of regular videos and a bunch of deep fake videos, and it detects these features that are common. So, this is something that will be certainly useful for now. It might be out of date next year. But on the other hand, we've already seen, if you follow Twitter or anything, that people are happy to believe anything if it conforms to their expectations. And there aren't even deep fakes out there that are... There are very poorly done fakes. There are allegations that are believed because people are simply predisposed. And I call these co-gullibilities, right? There are implicit biases that are make you more likely to fall for an argument or statement that is consistent with, your reality.
You're describing my entire strategy to YouTube right now, so go ahead.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing about the deep fake thing. I'm as concerned about it as anybody, but apparently it's not even necessary because they've been posting fake ads or fake articles and stories for years, and people buy into that.
Right.
You don't really need like a deep fake. You don't really need something that sophisticated to change, to like manipulate someone's opinion, right?
You don't.
Yeah.
It's not that you're manipulating someone's opinion. You're reinforcing their opinion a lot of the time.
Right.
And there's only a very small number of people that might get affected, I guess.
But that's all that it takes sometimes to sway an election, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's all it takes. I mean, because this is a thing that could be going on for years and years and years, and we've been warned by intelligence agencies that
the new reality.
That this is the new form of warfare. Like, screw going and going to war with a country in a traditional sense. All you have to do now is get the people to argue it themselves enough that you totally disable the country. And I mean, frankly, in the United States, I think we're at this ultimate peak of people completely disagreeing with their own neighbors, to the point of wanting to physically harm them. And that's then our adversaries can just be like, haha, we don't have to do anything now. They're going to just fight themselves. This is easy.
Well, and to be fair, it's not just here in the States. Remember, the UK is no longer in the EU. right? So these things are happening.
Yeah, or,
you know.
Yeah, I mean, and, you know, I was like right in the middle of that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When did you actually sorry if this is
I became a US
personal.
citizen like basically January 2017. So
no way. Wow. Hey, cheers.
So I was
to that,
like,
though,
what, you know, like I mean, it took a while to get there. But like, it took me 17 years to do it legally.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a long time.
I was just born
and
here.
the irony of it is our immigration system here is just so nonsensical, right? It's like a lottery for a lot of people. And then the process you have to go through. Like, I actually have a friend that lives in London now from here, and it was very easy for him. So he is widely regarded as like a machine learning expert. You know, if you go on GitHub, he has like all like facial recognition things he's built. Like, he has all this kind of very specialized talents in these areas. And well, he speaks the language, you know, albeit a bastardized version of it. But, you know, though, like, you had a point system for him to basically qualify to move and get a visa to London, or to England, like a 5-year visa or something like that. And it was all very straightforward, you know?
Right.
So it's not surprising that it took 17 years, just given kind of how backwards everything is here, you know?
Right. That's the thing too. I had a good friend here in Iowa that was a server. He worked at a Mexican restaurant, and he drove 60 miles or 100 kilometers every single day to work. So he could work as a waiter at a Mexican restaurant. This guy had a engineering and mechanical and electrical engineering. And he is from Mexico, and he's been trying to work on a legal citizenship for, at this point, it had been 12 years.
Yeah, like highly educated, valuable skills, things we need.
And he was...
You know, if you come into this country and you're from like India, you could die. Like, you could be decades before you become a US citizen because of the way the citizenship system works.
Ugh. Yeah.
Like, you could be a legal resident but not become a citizen in your lifetime at this point, because there's like a specific number of people from each country that can become a citizen. There's something like that like it's
wow.
It's
I do have a friend that was from Wales and was coming, and he became a U.S. citizen, and I was joking with him that I was going to go protest his citizenship request. He did not find that funny.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this clip from our show. If that's just not enough for you and you want to watch the full episode, you can go to olfpod.com/YT.
And if you want more from us, you can consider becoming a Patreon member. You'll get early access to episodes. You can join our awesome community. You can actually watch us record live and get your name in the credits by going to olfpod.com/Patreon.
So thanks everyone for watching. Check back every Friday for new clips here and new episodes on the main channel.
Thanks, everybody.